slumped in the conviction that I am powerless. Tolerate feelings that make me bend. My godly mind stooped. My ambition crippled. I do not know the power of my hands. I see my children stunted. My young men slaughtered. I do not know the mighty power of my black hands. I see the power of my life and death in another man's hands. And sometimes I just shake my woolly head and wonder, God, have mercy. What would it be like to be free? But oh boy, when I know the mighty power of my black hands, oh, trust me, I will snatch my freedom from the tyrant's mouth. Know the first taste of freedom on my eager tongue. Say the miracles of freedom with all the forces of my lungs. Christen my black with exuberant creations. Set independent in the Hall of Nations. Root submission and independence for the soil of my soul and Christian monument of slavery from my back when I know the mighty power of my black hands. Elijah McCoy, 1846 to 1929. He invented the oil dripping cup for trains. Other inventors tried to copy McCoy's oil dripping cup, but none worked that well with McCoy's. So customers started asking for the real McCoy. That's where the expression comes from. This has been another moment in Black history.
All right, baby.
She wasn't a physician. She was the first African-American woman to become a physician in the United States. She was the first African-American woman to earn an MD degree and graduate from New England Female Medical College.
Madam C.J. Walker, 1867 to 1919, invented a hair growing lotion. Walker grew up poor, but was the first female African-American millionaire. Ma Rainey, 1886 to 1939, was the earliest known professional blues singer to record. She was billed as the mother of the blues.
Lonnie G. Johnson, born in 1949. Johnson was an African-American engineer. He invented the first water gun, the Super Soaker. Johnson's water gun was the top-selling toy in the U.S. in 1991 and 1992.
George Crum, 1822 to 1914, was the African-American chef. When a customer complained twice that their french fries were too thick, Crum made their fries too thin to eat with a fork, hoping to annoy the customer. Surprisingly, the customer's happy and potato chips were invented.
Gwendolyn Brooks, 1917 to 2000. Brooks was one of the most influential American writers and poets of the 20th century. Her poems often carry a musical quality, and many catalogs the Black experience. In 1950, Brooks became the first African American to win the Pulitzer Prize.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the high
forgive you, America. I forgive the founding fathers of slavery and their counterparts. Those who still perpetuate bigotry and prejudice today. And I forgive you, not because you begged my pardon and turned from your selfish ways, and not because you recalculated the time and the energy we've invested into this great nation and rendered to us our praise, and not because you opted to play fair and rendered to us our fair share. I forgive you because I need to be free. I've become a slave to anger, resentment, and frustration, and the pain. Oh God, the pain is causing me to try to hurt you, my sister, and you to try to hurt me. I need to say, so what? We didn't get our 40 acres in our mule. We got 40-hour jobs, and the grandchildren and great-grandchildren of former slaves, they got the right to go to school. And education equals opportunity. And capital, Benjamins, money, makes the rules. I need to say, so what when the last hired and the first fired? Partiality is a fact of life and not just a state of mind. And if you look, I'm sure another job you'll find. Let's pay off our creditors. Act responsibly. Combine our resources. Refine our talents and start our own company. Like Martin Luther King, I had a dream too. That one day every black American will be doing what they're supposed to do. Getting off their derrieres and reclaiming the greatness that was once theirs. Did anybody ever tell you that you're descendants of kings and queens in Africa? Did anyone ever tell you that your motherland is one of the richest and precious stones in the world? Now, I'm not saying that to imply superiority. What I'm saying is, we need to stop making provisions for inferiority to be implied. Thank you. God bless you.
And before I shared the game with my father, played every morning till I was 3. He would knock on my door, and I'd pretend to be asleep. Till he got right next to the bed. Then I'd get up and jump into his arms. Good morning, Papa. And my papa would tell me that he loved me. We shared a game. Knock, knock. Until the day when the knock never came. And my mama takes me on a ride past never-ending cornfields when we stopped at rusty gates. A confused little boy entered the building carried Mama's arms. Went to a room filled with windows. Behind these windows sits many fine faces. Behind one of the windows sits my father. So I joyously jump out of my mama's arms and run to my papa. Only to be confronted by this window. Knock, knock, trying to break through the glass. Knock, knock, as my mama pulls me away, where my papa even says a word. And for years, he has never said a word. And so 25 years later, I write these words. For the little boy in me, who still waits for Papa's knock. Papa, come on, because I miss you. I miss you waking me up in the morning and telling me that you love me. Papa, come home, because there's some things that I just don't know how to do. I thought maybe you could teach me. How to shave, how to dribble a ball, I don't know. How to talk to a lady. How to walk like a man. Papa, come on, because I decided a while back I don't want to be just like you. But I'm forgetting who you are. heel, and I try to father myself. And not you upper father that says the words my father did not. Son, I'm sorry I never came home. For every lesson I failed to teach, hear these words.
Shaved in one direction with strong, deliberate strokes to avoid irritation. Dribble the pages with the brilliance of your ballpoint pen.
Walk like a god, and your guidance will come to you.
No longer will I be there to knock on your door. You must be there to knock for yourself. Knock on the doors of racism and poverty that I cannot. Knock on the doors of opportunity for the lost brilliance of the black men that call themselves. Knock with diligence for the sake of your children. Knock for me, but as long as you are free, these printed decks not contain my spirit. The best of me still lives in you. Not with knowledge that you are my son, but you are not my choices. Despite the fact that we are our father's sons and daughters, we are not their choices. But despite the absences, we are still here, still alive, still breathing, with the power to change the world, one little boy and girl at a time. Knock, who's there? We are!
People everywhere singing their slave songs repeatedly, their dirges, their ditties, their blues and jubilees, praying their prayers nightly to an unknown God, bending their knees humbly to an unseen power.
For my people, lending their strength to the years, the gone years, the now years, and the maybe years. Washing, ironing, cooking, scrubbing, sewing, mending, hoeing, plowing, digging, patching, pruning, dragging along, never gaining, never reaping, never knowing, and never understanding.
For my playmates in the clay, dust and sand of Alabama, and backyards playing baptizing and preaching, and doctor and jail, and soldier and school, and mama and cooking, and playhouse and concert and store, and hearing Miss Tune being company.
For the current rewarded years, we went to school to learn the reasons why, and the answers to, and the people who, and the places where, and the days when, and memory of the bitter hours when we discovered we were black and poor and small and different, and nobody cared, and nobody wondered, and nobody understood.
For the boys and girls who grew in spite of these things, to be man and woman, to laugh and dance and sing and play and drink their wine and religion and success, to marry their playmates and bear children, and then die from consumption and anemia and lynching.
For my people.
For my people. Yeah, for my people. Stuck at 47th Street in Chicago, Lenox Avenue in New York, and Rampart Street in New Orleans. Thus, disinherited and dispossessed, and happy people, filling the cabarets and the taverns, and other people's pockets, needing bread, shoes, milk, land, and money, and something of our own. For my people, walking blindly, spreading joy, losing time, being lazy, sleeping when hungry, shouting when burdened, drinking when hopeless, tied and shackled and tangled among ourselves by the unseen creatures who tire over us omnisciently
by false prophet and holy believer.
For my people, for my people, for my people,
For my people, standing, staring, trying to fashion a better way, from confusion, from hypocrisy and misunderstanding, trying to fashion a world that will hold all the people, all the faces, all the Adams and Eves and their countless generations.
Let a new earth rise. Let another world be born. Let a bloody peace be written in the sky. Let a second generation full of courage issue forth. Let a people loving freedom come to growth. Let a beauty full of healing and a strength of final clenching be the pulsing in our spirits and our blood. Let the martial songs be written. Let the dirges disappear. Let a race of